Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along today. It's a warm one, and I think the aircon's going to go on before too much longer. Okay, just a couple of things. First of all, thank you for the compliments on my top that I had on yesterday. Actually, it's a dress. What I usually wear is I'm a dress girl. So usually what I have on is pretty much ankle lengths. So thank you for all the comments. Just want to, few of you clarified me on the bridge, the Canada Bridge that I mentioned yesterday. Appears that, is it between Illinois and Canada or something along those lines, that the orange twerp was threatening not to open and all the rest of it, as if he can. It was a bridge funded by Canada to be owned jointly. Apparently it's a 6-lane bridge that is free to use, and the reason why he doesn't want it open is because the current, therefore competing bridge between the two areas is owned, there's a toll bridge, a 4-lane toll bridge. Apparently it's in quite decrepit state and is owned by one of his major donors. So yeah, who's going to use the crummy old toll bridge when there's the lovely shiny brand new free one there? So that's what's happening there. I also just want to comment and just say, please be polite. Do not attack each other. Do not attack me, or you will certainly get removed. But when you start, there's a couple of moments, and I understand tensions are high. There's a bit of a niggly back and forth on occasion. I just end up deleting the comments. You know, we're here to be a community. We're here to be supportive and sunshiny of each other. And, you know, if you have actual genuine discussion to be had, go for it. But when it starts getting personal, then the comments are removed. Okay, and especially if you attack me for apparently clickbaiting and after the money. Oh, please, no, just don't even go there. For those that know me know that I don't do this for the money. In fact, there's a lot of things I would rather be doing, like having a nap on the couch in front of the Olympics, but my guides don't give me the option. Okay, got a hit this morning of a 12:27 being a time, not a date. So we're not looking at December 2027. So just I'm just bookmarking that because I have no idea why I'm getting the time of 12:27. Yeah, and I think it was night time, so 12:27 a.m. So I'm just bookmarking that so that when something does appear, you guys can go, you said so. So thank you for that. Now, if also, a bit more housekeeping, if you're having trouble with the volume, go to your YouTube settings, which is the little cog that's on a video, and turn on your stable volume. A couple of you are commenting that the volume's not doing real well on occasional videos, and that's, I believe, how to fix it. Okay, what do I want to have a look at first? Nutlick or Lutnick. Now, I've been putting a lot, as I seem to do, because things feel like they're really speeding up in the unraveling. I put a lot of information in my post section, maighstirtarot under any video, or the pink circle. You'll find the post section. These are all things that I don't feel a big draw to actually read on, but I feel that you guys need to be aware if you have the time and you want to delve a little bit further in bits and pieces. But Commerce Secretary Howard Nutlick, or Lutnick, however you like to call him, who I always confuse with Witkoff. Now, I know they're two completely different people with two completely different roles in the regime, but they have very, very similar energy. So what's happened is that appears that Commerce Secretary Lutnick, or Nutlick, however we like to call him, clearly wasn't forthright about the extent of his relationship with Jeffrey. Oh boy, why is none of us surprised in regards to that? He claimed in an interview that he had only ever visited Jeffrey's house in New York once in 2008 and left in disgust. I wonder who else has said that, used the disgust term, but apparently is, according to state reps, is in the files of over 1 million times. So apparently Nutlick claimed he'd only visited once, and he was absolutely disgusted and stormed out, etc., etc. However, release of the files shows that according to Massey, Nutlick has a lot to answer for, because he has been connected at least 10 emails, which doesn't sound a lot, but over a 14-year period. Where else am I going? I'm looking at thewarwick.com has a news article on this, so this is really interesting. But apparently he lied about the extent of his association, which carried on after Jeffrey was convicted. And if you saw that, that was just a fly going past. Welcome to Australia in summer. So, a lot of information coming out that is going to be quite painful and bring about the birth of something new. The wheel is turning. I'm using the runic tarot. I have my little cheat sheet here. And yeah, there's been some Hollywood names that have been exposed. Kana, I believe it was Kana, read out the 6 names on the floor of Congress. Yes, we need more of that, please. So things are really heating up. Well, so Howard Lutnick. What do we need to know now that he's been outed? I mean, Witkoff, you've got to remember as well. Witkoff. His family spelling is Kov. He is of USSR descent. Right, Nutlick, this fell out, the 10 of Wands. Lot of information coming out very quickly, and I'm going to say of financial connections. It is just the first of many connections that are going to be made, is what I'm getting here. The first of many connections. Now, I did put in, I have posted it in my post section. Apparently, there was a page about the video system in the jail where Jeffrey was, and that the hard drives were removed by the FBI at the time. Now, you've got to remember that the FBI at the time, this was under the Orange Twerp's first regime, under the auspices of Bill Barr being the Attorney General. I can't remember who the FBI director was. And it was from an interview, FBI interview 90A-NY-3151227. Now, I've done a big search of that file number, that interview number, and I come up with multiple documents, but I can't find the one that has that specific in it about the videos. But what I did come up with was there was a 100-page document, or a couple of 100 pages document, had a lot of bank documents in it that were like black, black, black. So the to's and froms were fully redacted. So I'm getting the information, a lot of information. It's coming to an end, but even though it's the wands, these to me look like pentacles down here, and to me it's about the financial connections that are going to be exposed. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do we need to know? Oh, they're telling me to put that card back, so I'll just whack it in randomly there. What do we need to know about Howard Lutnick's Commerce Secretary, holds the purse strings? Leon Black, again, very prominently named in regards to the abuse. Now, Ben Black is Leon's son, was, oh gosh, Ten of Pentacles. This ending of the money, ending of the oligarchs and the King of Swords, legal action being taken. Benjamin Black, son of Leon Black, was appointed by the Orange Twerp as the head of the International Investments program. So again, billions and billions of dollars he's in charge of. Gee, I wonder where that's going. And gee, I wonder where the supposed 400 million raised for the ballroom's gone, seeing as he doesn't have it to build the ballroom anymore. Everything's just unraveling. It's at lightning speed, and it's a bit head spinning. But yeah, we've got here the legacy of it's money, raping and pillaging, oligarchical money, legal action. So I think Howard Nutlick or Nutlick might. And if you want any further, I just split the deck, put those back randomly, and there's the Ten of Swords. This is big ending stuff for him. So we've had 3 tens, 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords ending for him. And as I split the deck, the other side is the Tower card. And this is the dragon breathing fire on all those humans sitting on their gold. This is actually bigger than what you might think, and this is why the guides have grabbed my attention. They like to get me by the eyeballs and say, you have to look at this. So let's have a look. Now, do not be distracted from the Epps files. The Orange Twerps come out and made an announcement about the Arc de Trump or something being built. Oh, don't be distracted, please. But let's have a look. Okay, come on down. Okay, card came flying out. We're looking at Howard Nutlick or Nutlick, eight of Wands. He is fully embedded in there, and there is more to come. I'll just put that out there. Fully embedded, more to come, and quite rightly, the what was her name? I posted in my post section some GOP senator who said, I believed what I was told and didn't care about the Epps files until I actually went and read them yesterday. And all of a sudden, I was like, really? What rock have you lived under? I mean, blimmin' heck. Okay. Okay, hop off my soapbox, keep going. The Dem Congress people that are going and looking, I think they got, as one of you readers mentioned, got delegated specific things to look for. So they're not going over the same ground. They're all looking for something different. They've been delegated what it is that they need to search for. And apparently it's a very clunky system. You'd think with all the money available and AI and all the rest of it, they'd actually be able to have a decent system. But apparently it's, difficult to work with, clunky, slow. Of course it is. They don't want anyone finding anything. But there's more to come about old Howie. Okay, let's see where this goes. Oh, ho, ho, ho. The challenge for him is the world ending. Now, we've had 3 tens and the Tower come out for him, and now we've got the world. End of an era for him. That's the challenge. Cast into the dust. We've got the Chariot. The energy stewing in at the moment is the Chariot. Okay, where are we going with this Chariot? Because it is my military card, but the military is disappointing me no end. Apparently the killing of the murdering of the boats is still happening on the Pacific side. I believe only, was it a couple of days ago, the Orange Twerp swore in a new head of Southern Command, because apparently the one that he'd sworn in decided that they didn't like what was happening and left. So he's having a bit of a turnover of staff. So the new one and the attacks, the missile attacks, have resumed, which is just far out, man. Crimes against humanity. But the symbol on the front of this chariot here means revelation, technical ability, and revelation. So this is moving forward, charging forward. I mean, have you ever tried to herd cats? But charging forward with revelations via technology is what I'm getting here. That's the energy that it's stewing in at the moment. Okay, in the past, we have the Four of Swords, the death of a leader. Okay. Or the ending. Okay. Or could simply be in trying to hide out. A lot of this information is not going to come out until the Orange Twerp passes, and then it's, boy, oh boy, it's open season. It'll make duck shooting look like a picnic for the ducks. Four of Swords here in the past. Could be simply just trying to hide out. Okay, let's see where this goes. The Empress, which is Russia, but also the birth of something new, and the wheel turning, the wheel of fortune turning, and the birth of something new can be painful. It also means an abundance of something as well. So we've got, as the through line, 3 major arcana with underneath the information, more information coming out. So there's an abundance of information going to come out, very possibly connecting him with Russia perhaps, but we've got this ending and we've got this movement forward. Fast, rapid movement forward too. This is happening so quickly. In the immediate future, we've got the Queen of Wands. Right. This is my DNI Haynes card, Avril Haynes, who had the election report that's never been released, which I suspect is probably what is in Gabbard's safe. But this Queen of Wands, an inspirational female stepping forward with messaging. Okay, fiery messaging. She knows. Okay, let's see where this goes externally. Wow. For Nutlick. 9 of Swords through the back, externally for him. Very public. I'm just going to say a very public decimation is the word my guides are giving me today. Very public decimation with that 9 of Swords. And a lot of people say these symbols at the bottom, they look like they spell out either Putin or Russia when viewed upside down. Yeah, internally. The 2 of Pentacles. Right. Money laundering, money, trying to work out which way to go, discussions internally for him. He's trying to work out what to do next with that 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Hopes and fears, the Temperance card, balance, moderation, a restoration of what is good. However, the other side of this is creating something, alchemy, spinning the story. I'm getting this. I mean, it also looks like the seductress here, who might be this female bringing forward the information. Okay. The outcome, the Three of Wands, the Five of Wands, Queen of Cups, again, this feminine energy. The Three of Wands, ships coming in and out of the harbour, plan coming to fruition. It's also the symbol for justice here, justice pointing to 3. Five of Wands, defiance in the lack in the face of this coming forward. But the Queen of Wands, I think there's a woman that has information that she's not yet brought forward. And if we want the last 10, there it is, the 10 of Cups. We've had all the 10s for Howard Lutnick. An ending of the inner circle, I'm going to say, with that imagery there. And we've got the Queen of Swords. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 powerful women in this female energy imagery in this reading. Queen of Swords. And if you wanted one more, there's the Queen of Pentacles. We've got all the queens on the table. There is, and this is Homeland Security. This is my card for Homeland Security. And then we've got the Hermit finding himself isolated in the form of, and there's an investigation. And then the wrath of God is going to be brought down upon them with the Seven of Wands. Oh boy, we've got all the queens out there. In quick succession as well, but we've also got this powerful female energy and these two powerful female energies. There's something coming here, the past, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Pentacles, which is my money laundering card, but also being thrown to the wolves. You've got the ranks it's being thrown out and the ranks closing behind him. And then we've got the Tower. Okay, I want to ask, now that it's out there, is Lutnick, I'm using his proper name at the moment, is Lutnick going to be sacrificed by, because he's not up the top of the totem pole. Let me just put it that way. He's if I say he's middle management. Oh, and I've put some of my cards upside down. Don't I hate it when I do that? Hang on, I'll just bring you up. Pause you, put them all up the right way. Hang on a sec. Was just that one card, so interesting. Okay, bring it back down again so you can see my fumbling shuffling. Is Lutnick going to be sacrificed? Well, you've got the Lovers and Judgment, the unbalanced partnership and collective awakening call to arms, but big wake-up call as well, but also the ground being raised beneath the feet. R-A-Z-E-D. Okay, is Lutnick going to be thrown to the wolves? Is Lutnick going to be thrown to the wolves? Yes. Ace of Pentacles, to protect the bigger moneyed ones behind. The Chariot, I think it might happen a lot quicker than he is expecting, is the challenge for him. And there's that Judgment card. The energy stewing in is the Judgment card. He's going to be judged and be found wanting. That's out of Red Dwarf, isn't it? For those that know Red Dwarf, You have been judged and been found wanting. Ergo, off to prison. Yes, Red Dwarf, Star Trek, you name it, love them all. Okay, in the past, the Empress. Well, connections to Russia perhaps, or it's simply something really big coming out that is going to turn the wheel of fortune. Now we've got an ace and 3 major arcana. There's 22 major arcana in a deck of what, 78? So the odds of getting 3 of them out plus an ace are very long odds. We've got the King of Cups here. Okay, who is this King of Cups? I keep going back to, and then there's King of Wands, legislative action being taken. Okay, King of Cups, a diplomat, a negotiator. It's usually it was my Biden card, it's my Mark Kelly card, but I don't know if it's going to be either of those two. It's not my Fleon card, even though Fleon is a water sign. That's the King of Pentacles for me. King of Cups, action being taken. I think Witkoff's going to throw him. Because Witkoff is the top diplomat at the moment. Okay, let's see where this goes. 10 of Pentacles, the end of an era, the end of a legacy, the ending for him. Yeah, ending. Financial ending, ending of being the Commerce Secretary. And the 5 of Swords. The betrayal, the stealing, the lying, the sabotage, the I think he's going to be, I think this is a big yes. This is to protect others. His lies have been uncovered, and to protect others, they're going to set fire to it. Internally, you've got the 6 of Wands, which is my false victory card, but I also, the symbol at the top there, I know it's traditionally, prior to the mustachioed regime of the 1930s taking it over, it was a very powerful symbol of what was good and right and etc. But internally, waving the white flag, but also a false victory. It's almost like they're going to throw him under the bus and then claim there's no more to see here. However, you've got the whistleblower in the hopes and fears, the outcome, the arrogance with my 4 of Cups, thinking that this will solve everything. And then we've got the 5 of Cups to protect those the corruption of those behind the scenes. So we've got 4 and 5 of Cups. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. Okay. 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords, stealing into camp. The Circle with that 3 of Cups. Those that made abundance from this situation, but then we've got the Queen of Swords there as well. That's energy that's going on behind the scenes. And you know, this was lying with the 7 of Swords, lying to the legislative count, the Congress. Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to sacrifice Nutlick, and then they're going to sit back thinking that that solves everything. Oh, he's out. So what's Nutlick going to do when he is tossed to the wolves, cast adrift? What is Nutlick going to do? I mean, that Ace of Wands starting with the Ace of Pentacles and ending with the Ace of Wands. What's Nutlick going to do? Right, going to my true crime. What is Nutlick going to do? Slippery little cards, these ones. I should use them more often. What's Nutlick going to do in response? Right. He knows stuff. Child suicide. What's Nutlick going to do? Dismemberment. Oh gosh, these cards come out every time when I'm looking at these. What's Nutlick going to do? Take it apart. Imprisonment. Party. Missing. He is going to take apart the GOP. What is he going to go missing? Trapped? An affair? Flee on? Potentially? A male? Mind control. If this isn't flee on with aliens and mind control, I have no idea what it is. And then road. The two, rather than the road, I'm seeing the two yellow lines, which means don't cross. Don't cross. He's going to be threatened. He's going to be threatened. Clean up. Regret. And then homicide. Assassination. Oh God, these cards aren't even, and then fire. But on the bottom, justice, debt, spouse, partner. So partner, revenge. Alive, money, drugs and poison, fraud, perversion, death, secret. Okay. What's he going to do? I think he is going to threaten to take others down with him, and do not be surprised if he perishes in a house fire. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want to go into that energy anymore. It's just I'm seeing a house fire. And trust me, he's not alive when it's lit, is what I'm getting. So I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, love to you all. Take care.